Hello and welcome, I'm DDF Racer and today I'm going to be doing my first proper race in Automobilista 2. About a month ago I released a video with my initial thoughts on the early access beta release of the game, link on top of the screen right now, and in the background of that video I had some footage of a few 10-minute races and a few practice sessions, but nothing too serious. Since then, Reiza Studios have brought a heap of new developments and updates to the game, so better go and have another look and see what it's all about. In this video, I'll be doing a 30-minute race against the AI at Montreal in the not Australian V8 Supercar. I was actually inspired to do this by the official Supercars series, who are hosting an e-series with all of the drivers and all of the official broadcast crew. The production quality is absolutely fantastic, and they've even got Max Verstappen lined up as a guest driver for a future round. If you haven't already checked out these races, then I'll put a link in the description. You definitely should, it's amazing. But because Bathurst or any of the other circuits that they're going to use on their series aren't released for Automobilista 2 yet, the only one I could choose from was Montreal, but I think it's going to suit these cars pretty well, so let's go and get stuck in, guys. I hope you enjoy the race. Okay, so here we are on the starting grid at Montreal, driving the not V8 Supercar, like I said in the intro. But what I didn't say in the intro is that this 30-minute race has actually got time acceleration set to 30 times, and we're starting at 5 AM local time here. So throughout the course of the race, we should get through a full day cycle, and to make things even more interesting, I've decided not to qualify and start right from the back of the grid. So I'm gonna have to do plenty of overtaking today. Without any further ado, let's go and grid up and, yeah, see what we can make out of this. Pop it into first, pop the clutch in, build some revs and wait for the lights.
Go, go, go.
Bit of rear wheel spin there.
Oh, you're right.
No traction control.
Still there. Car either side.
No launch control either.
You're in the middle. You're clear on the left.
And we're just going to hang fire for a bit here, as the AI in Automobilista 2 is a little bit clumsy on the first lap.
Pretty wide.
We're not quite sure exactly how to find a space on the track next to each other.
You're right.
But once it settles down, they're pretty good.
Left side. You're on the left. Car on your left.
So this might seem like easy pickings at the moment, but trust me guys, give it a lap or two and it'll be
Good start. Keep it.
quite hard to overtake these people. I'm just going to be very cautious of brake lights up ahead of me, because although a little bit of contact and a little bit of bump and run is pretty much, you know, common courtesy in touring cars, especially V8 Supercars, going full send into someone's bumper on the first lap isn't really great racing etiquette, even if it is AI, so let's just play it nice and easy.
Car on your left side.
He says as he goes for the almighty dive bomb for P17. Oh, the rear's a little bit wiggly there. That's one of the good things about this car though, you can kind of push it beyond the limits a little bit.
Left side.
If you're a little bit too cheeky with the car.
Keep this line. You are clear on the left.
It's not going to kill you, but it's definitely not going to reward you either. You can slide the rear out, you can light up those rear tyres, and you're not going to loop the car too easily, but of course you will lose time and you're going to overheat your tyres. Same for the brakes as well. Like that, you can very easily lock the brakes, so you have to be a lot more gentle than you think in this car. The Super V8 in Automobilista 2. Anyway, that is a lap here at Montreal.
16.
We're now heading back towards the first corner.
The track temperature's
See
rising.
the ambient light around this racetrack. Wow, there it is. Exactly, right on cue.
Right side's clear.
It's starting to come up over the barriers, that sun is rising, shadows are getting shorter, and the sky is turning from grey to orange. Of course, it's a bit hazy here, but the clouds will clear towards the end of the race. Should make for some spectacular skies. And that's another thing about Automobilista 2, the graphics are just absolutely stunning and the lighting is incredible. And normally in most of the titles I can't run these kind of graphic settings because it's too graphically intensive, but however they've done it, the Madness engine that obviously Project Cars 2 was originally designed with, and then Automobilista 2 was sort of piggybacked on. Just the optimization on the graphics and the VR is just absolutely sensational. It really is. Like, it's by far the most beautiful VR racing sim I've ever played.
Left side's clear.
Oh, there we go. Big dab of uppo in the acceleration zone, went out to P15. Made a 10 spots in a lap and a half. Although we are 15 seconds behind the leader, which I can actually see from the position tracker.
Just 138.08.
That's something else that is new since my initial thoughts video on Automobilista 2 is the heads-up display. There is actually a heads-up display now, and you can see it in the VR headset. Although we don't yet have the ability to turn things on and off. So I am stuck running a virtual mirror and a track map, which I don't particularly want or need.
Track temperature's increasing.
Because there's a big honking huge rearview mirror in this car already. So kind of the virtual mirror doubles up unnecessarily. So on the track map, I kind of know where I'm going here at Montreal. I've driven this place a few times before. But yeah, that rearview mirror is pretty huge in this car. Unlike the McLaren 650S GT3 that I drove in Race Room with Tuesday Thunder Oz NZ a few weeks back, that didn't have a rear-facing camera or a rear-facing mirror. It had two tiny little spouts on either side, which were absolutely no use whatsoever, so there was zero visibility backwards. I think in this car I might actually have more rear visibility than front visibility.
You're clear on the right. Car right. He's still with you. You are clear on the right.
Nice move by the AI though, getting that position back. I didn't think I'd get them on the outside, but they definitely held on. They're holding the inside nice and tight there, so we got to go to the outside again. Have we got some kind of straight line speed advantage? Maybe.
Right side's clear.
I'm going to cover.
It's just 137.88. Car on your right. Clear right.
Whoa!
That might be outside track limits.
I think it might be Mr. Spotter. That was full over the curb at the final chicane there. This MAL guy, whoever this is, does not want to give up this position 14 as I completely overshoot into turn 1.
We think you might have gone outside of track limits there.
I bet it's Maldonado. That would explain it. Of course, I do only have the aggression set to 25 on this. AI difficulty set to 100. But here in Automobilista 2, I'm guessing, based on the evidence so far, that aggression 25 is still pretty aggressive. We can now see that the shadows are a lot shorter around here at Montreal. Currently 7 minutes into the race. There's a clear sky up ahead of us, but not clear track. Got this guy to contend with. He's costing us time. We need to get past him as quick as possible because we're now 20 seconds behind the leader.
Okay, down. Gain on the guy in front. The gap is 0.20. He's on your left. Left side's clear.
There we go. Going full send into the final hairpin.
The track temps increasing. It's now 48 Celsius.
Well, I hope you guys are enjoying the video so far and getting an idea of what Automobilista 2 is all about. If you hadn't guessed already, I'm enjoying it. This is an absolutely fantastic car and a great circuit as well. The AI is nicely tuned, apart from the first lap, obviously, as you saw earlier in the race.
14th. That last lap was at
The physics and the feedback
That's your fastest lap today.
is great.
Car on your right side.
Even though I'm only driving a peasant's sim racing wheel, a Logitech G29, the sensation that I'm getting through the wheel is great. You know, when I do lock up the tyres, which as you can see is quite frequently in this car, and when I slide the rear out, it's very, very well translated in the steering wheel. The way the grip translates into the feedback is just great. You really have a sense of what the car is doing. You really feel connected to the road. It doesn't feel floaty at all. There's none of those weird, excessive understeer bugs that you had in Project Cars 2, where you could just turn the wheel and it would grip up more. That doesn't seem to happen here. Reiza Studios really doing some fantastic work on this game over the past few weeks. Even in the past 5 or 6 weeks since the beta was released.
Left side's clear. On your left.
Another victim into the final hairpin.
You're clear on the left.
Going full Scott McLaughlin there.
Great move. Keep it up.
Locking up the rear tyres. But we get the move done, went out to, well, unlucky position 13 for some. And we're on for our fastest lap of the race too. Hibbity hobbity over the final curbs. 11th and 12th going side by side ahead of us, slowing each other down. Our top 10 could be on the cards very soon. So we're nearly a third of the way through this race.
That lap time was 1:38.64. Good lap. That's your quickest so far.
Sorry, mate. Parked it a bit on the apex there. I had nowhere to go, really. I was already kind of heavy on the brakes. But yeah, this is touring cars. A little bit of contact is to be expected. Sounded like I may have smashed a headlight or something there, but... well, hopefully it doesn't get too dark by the end of the race and I don't end up needing them. It's currently in the middle of the day, but like I said, time acceleration is set to 30. So it will... the sun will start to go down very soon. We'll hopefully get a spectacular sunset around the Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve here in Montreal. And who knows? I haven't quite done the sums, but it could go into night time. We started just before sunset, 5 AM here. Lining up another person into the hairpin.
There's a guy on your left.
Oh, this guy's fighting for it a bit more.
Still with you on your left.
Oh, we got him.
Pass.
We got him. Seems like the AI here,
The gap in front is now
they're a lot better on initial braking. But then
20 minutes remaining. You've got 20.
the second phase of the braking zone,
It's now 50.
I seem to be a little bit better. Whoa! So close to looping the car then. Way too late on the brakes. Had the rears completely locked up.
Okay, now don't think about the lap times. Just hit each and every apex. V12. That lap time was 1:40.49.
Guy ahead is quite slow on the apex here. Maybe I've been overheating the tyres a little bit too much. Maybe the rears are starting to go off because I'm definitely experiencing a little bit less grip here. That's for sure. Yep, the rear is loose there as well. Want to get nice and close to the wall on the outsides. Something I haven't experienced in this race, but I have experienced in practice, and something I hope I don't experience in the race, is when you do tap the wall here in Automobilista 2, the physics go a bit weird, should we say. It's like the walls are made of super glue. You don't bounce off them, you get... locked up the rears completely then. Had to avoid the corner. But yeah, like I was saying, the walls are made of super glue, so you kind of get stuck in them. And it kills all of your speed. Which doesn't really make too much sense. Like sticky tape. So you really need to avoid those walls at all costs. Otherwise you'll be losing all of your momentum, the car just gets bogged down like it's, like it's glued to the wall. So I think that needs to be fixed. So it's not perfect by any means, this game, but it is still early access. It's not in beta anymore, but it is still early access. Would I recommend it?
It is now 0.5.
I certainly would.
1:40.14.
I certainly would. It's a great driving experience. It runs beautifully well. And if there are any problems with it, I have absolute confidence that Reiza Studios will get rid of them. Because they are great developers. I mean, look at Automobilista 1, the original game. Oh, we're getting bumped ourselves. He's returning the favour.
Well done, mate. That was great.
But yeah, like I said, Automobilista 1 uses R-Factor 1, and look at the work they did with that. Being a bit nervous in the mirrors there. I think he was going for the dive. Just held the apex ever so slightly, and we're now into 11th position with about a couple of seconds to the guy ahead. Gently, gently does it. I think for the first time in this race, guys, we have some clear track ahead of us.
The gap behind's increased.
Around about the halfway point, so I'm going to shut up now. And I'm going to let you enjoy the sound of the engine for a lap. And all the sounds that Automobilista 2 has to offer, because this V8 supercar is absolutely... oh, it just sounds so good. Listen to this. Headphones on, volume up.
Celsius. Your last lap time was at 1:39.00. Remaining, 15 minutes to go. Keep digging. Okay, Dan, that's half distance. I think the fuel's going to be tight. You might need to save some. Right side, fuel there.
And that is a lap of audio here at Montreal in the V8 supercar in Automobilista 2.
Still there. He's still with you. Right side's clear, car right. Keep your line, right side's clear.
Can't quite get the move done on P10.
What was that? 1:38.16.
This guy's proven to be quite a tricky one to overtake. He resisted our move at the hairpin. And his parking got on the exit here. And the AI still need a little bit of work around that corner specifically. Oh, it's a very wide... I'm not sure if it's a Holden or a Ford, but whatever it is, it's very wide. Now 24 seconds behind the leaders. So I think any more positions in this race are going to be quite hard to come by, especially if they're as difficult to overtake as this dude. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying the race so far. Hope you're enjoying the video. If you are, don't forget to give it a like. Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you have Automobilista 2? Do you want Automobilista 2? Do you not like Automobilista 2? Do you want any questions answered about Automobilista 2? I'll do my best. And I'll try and think of more sentences where I can get the words Automobilista 2 in. Automobilista 2.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 43 Celsius.
There we go, we've got the same run, almost a carbon copy of the previous lap.
Still there. Clear on the right.
Got him!
Right down. You've used half your fuel. Nice move, mate. P10. The gap in front has increased. It's now about 3.0. That was at 1:39.69.
Yeah, the tyres are starting to get sketchy on the rear, that's for sure. Have to be mindful of that as we head towards the last 12 minutes of the race. There won't be as much grip as there was at the start, even if the fuel has come down and given us that weight advantage. We need Larko with his whiteboard to tell us the strategies. Tell us what the crossover points are, mate. Come on.
The track temperature's falling. It's now 40 Celsius.
Looks like a few clouds are starting to roll in overhead.
You're pulling away from the guy behind. The gap's now 1.5 seconds. Your left rear has minor wear.
I don't remember setting any weather in this race. I don't remember telling it to rain, but It's looking pretty grey overhead. The sun is getting lower in the sky, the shadows are getting longer and more diffuse now because of the clouds. As we're heading towards the end of the day here at Montreal. Currently running in P10. Now of course, Bathurst has been confirmed for Automobilista 2. I'm not exactly sure when it is going to be released, but it will be released, and that's going to be...
That was 138.31.
Fantastic. That's going to be such a good track, especially in these cars. I can't wait to try it. But one car I will be using around Bathurst when it comes out is the truck. Yes, there are truck races here in Automobilista 2. And you know what? I believe I challenged Gamer Muscle to a truck race here. Well, at Bathurst when it's released. So stay tuned for that on this channel over the next few weeks, guys. Me versus Gamer Muscle in trucks at Bathurst. He commented on my initial thoughts and review video, and we had a little bit of conversation in the comment section, and yeah, we ended up challenging ourselves to quite possibly one of the most ridiculous meme races you will ever see. So I'm looking forward to that immensely. Mr. Muscle, if you're still watching, I hope you're not going to chicken out of this. I'd very much like to go toe-to-toe with you around the mountain. With about 10 tons of steel behind me and, well, probably carbon fibre, I'd say.
You're gaining on this guy. The gap's now 0.40.
Alright, 10 minutes to go. We're in 10th position. We are closing the gap nicely. This final chicane is not an overtaking move for the clever racer, though.
10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. Okay, Dan, come on, stay focused. Apexes and exits. Apexes and exits.
Lit up the rear tyres then a little bit over the final curb.
Fastest lap of the race. You've just done it, 137.86.
Well, there we go, fastest lap of the race. Where did that come from? Didn't feel particularly fast. Went out to P9, I think that's P8 ahead of us as well. Drifting the rear of the car out towards the edge of the track there. But yeah, if there's anything in particular you'd like to see in Automobilista 2, anything you want me to try out, then yeah, let me know in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to see that. I really want to do a wet race, and I think I will be doing that over the next few weeks at some point. I'm going to try out the full wet weather system, because the way the puddles work here in Automobilista 2 are absolutely great. Like I said before, this uses Live Track 3.0, I believe. And it actually works out based on the geometry of the track surface where puddles are going to form. There's little rivers, there's little lakes, and it's treacherous. Even if you're on the rain tyre, it's still treacherous. So I'll be doing a race like that at some point. So let me know in the comments what track, what car you would like to see that with, and I'll do it. Because you guys know me if you're already subscribed. I like to do what you want, you know. I want to make content that you guys are going to enjoy. And if you can have some kind of input into the channel, then I'd just love to get you involved. And if you don't want to post it in the comments, if you want to have a bit more of a personal chat, then link in the description to my Discord server. Come over and have a chat with the DDF Racer YouTube channel subscribers. They're a lovely bunch. Well, they do have a habit of talking about underpants quite a lot for some reason. I'm still yet to figure that one out, but... you know, different strokes for different folks and all that. And I'm also currently running a Hot Lap Challenge Championship as well, which you guys can get yourselves involved in. It's over in Race Room Racing Experience, it's not Automobilista 2, but over the course of 8 weeks, every week I do a new car track combination, and it's up to you guys to come and beat me after I've obviously set a time. I give myself 1 hour. Like I said, new challenge every week. We're currently in week 2. So it's not too late to get joined in. And each challenge will stay open until the end of the championship, so it's not like you've missed the first 2, you can still go back and do them. There will be points allocated on each round, and then all the points get added up at the end, and there will be prizes. I'm just not sure exactly what those prizes are going to be yet. We've had a few people offer some generous gifts and donations to put into the prize pool, which is fantastic. Sim Racing 604 getting involved, I believe. So yeah, go and check that out, guys. Make sure you subscribe to see that. Make sure you subscribe to see more Automobilista 2 content, because I got a feeling I'm going to be doing a lot more of it over the next few months. I'd imagine once a few more people over at OzNZ get Automobilista 2 as well.
Okay, now stay close.
Then we'll be racing these cars, because obviously Australians, supercars, there's a natural affinity there for that, and you can get the supercars over in iRacing. But this is beautiful. This is so much fun. Although that's being said, supercars in iRacing is what made me think of this combination in the first place. The official Supercars E-Series, which uses iRacing and takes place over the course of, I think, 10 rounds, is great. All the official drivers are signed up. I think Davey Reynolds did the first few races dressed up as Mario Kart, and had a performance that was pretty similar to Mario as well, I'd say. Although Rick Kelly did get sent to the Shadow Realm, which was absolutely hilarious. And Monza first lap was exactly as expected. Like I said in the intro, I'll put some links in the description so you can check that out. But fantastic production quality, great excitement, and yeah, they've got Max Verstappen confirmed as a wildcard entry for one of the races as well, which would be great.
5 minutes. Right side, still there.
And if they can do it, DDF Racer can do it, hey?
Still there.
Oh, he's getting very defensive into the first corner.
Still there.
Traditionally, the outside has never worked. Oh wow, how beautiful is that? Sunset going down over the back of Montreal.
The track temperature's falling. It's now 30 Celsius.
Shadows are getting longer. Nighttime's about to kick in. My front right was almost about to kick into that wall as well. We're chasing down P9. Wow. That is what Automobilista 2 is all about. Look at that, guys. I'm not sure if we'll see that again next lap, because the sun may have gone down by then. But yeah, P9 is proving quite difficult to overtake. CAM, CAM, whoever that might be. Can only see the 3-letter abbreviations on the position tracker on the left-hand side of the screen. I might try Mr. Spotter and see if he knows. Who's in P9?
No, I didn't catch that.
Who's the car ahead?
I didn't catch that.
Mr. Spotter being as useful as always there. I haven't used the voice activation for a while, and now I remember why, because it tends not to understand me. Okay, 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the race. Probably going to get 2 laps, maybe 3 laps, depending on when the leader crosses the line. Oh!
P9.
Big contact. Big contact from the AI there as I was trying to go around the outside.
Seconds off the pace.
Steered straight into me.
It's just a scrape.
Hopefully I haven't got too much damage there. I don't think I turned in on him. Unfortunately, you can't save replays here in Automobilista 2 yet, so I can't go back and look at that after the race. It's getting pretty dark around here though. The headlights are on. The sun's going down, the sky's getting a lot darker. We are just going to go into the edge of nighttime here. We're going to finish the race in the twilight, I would imagine, as the trackside lights are coming on now as well. I've never done a night race at Montreal before. I don't think night racing does happen at Montreal, to be honest with you. If I'm wrong, please do let me know in the comments. Let's go for the Scott McLaughlin send.
Left side's clear. Left side, there's a car. Be on the left.
The difference with the Scott McLaughlin send and the DDF send is Scott McLaughlin actually makes it work.
2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
That was a bit ambitious there, but you got to try something. We've got no pressure from behind. Fight for P9 on our hands here.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 28 Celsius. That's 5 minutes of fuel left.
So the track's getting slippy. Look at the brakes glowing there. Wow. Flames coming out the side of the car.
Still there. Right side's clear.
E9, your last lap time was at 1:39.
And there's the moon.
2:08.
Just peeking over the back of the grandstand at turn 2 there. Got very dark all of a sudden. Wow, those flames. I know that sim racing shouldn't be about the graphics, especially on a, you know, semi-professional level. It's all about the physics, it's all about the performance, it's all about the level of competition. But when sim racing looks as beautiful as this, you can't help but go, wow, seriously. And that's just one of the big draws about AMS2. Just how pretty it looks. And how system friendly it is as well. Running out of time, 40 seconds. Is this going to be the last lap or are we going to get one more? Hopefully we get one more. Because I don't think I've got this guy on this lap unless we make some kind of ballsy move into the final chicane, which, like I said earlier in the race, is the move of idiots. And AI, of course. Now let's do it. We got to try it. We got to try it.
Still there. Car on your left side. It's still there.
No!
Clear right.
It didn't work. It didn't work. Will DDF bin it? Yes, he will. It's been a while since I've had a proper bin, and of course I can't run my usual live stream vote on an offline race, because no one could vote on it, because no one could see it live. This is a pre-recorded video. But yeah, during all my live streams I have a little vote on the live chat whether they think I'm going to throw the race away and bin it or not, and if anyone had voted yes, they wouldn't have won a prize, but they would have been very justified in their opinion. Will DDF bin it? Yes, he did. Like I said, I had to try something. I was struggling to get past that guy anywhere else, and I did say it was an idiot move to try it. Proving my point. Just got a little bit too excited and looped to the rear. I don't believe that's P9 ahead of us. It might be a lapped car. But we're way too far back to do anything about him. We have a decent gap behind us as well. And this is most definitely going to be the last lap, so cruise it on home in 10th position, DDF. That's not too bad considering you started 25th. Heading into the final chicane for the last time. Oh, he almost does the same again. Yeah, the tyres are definitely starting to go. And across the line.
10th position. Okay, it's over. Good drive.
Thank you, Mr. Spotter. And thank you everybody for watching as well. Hopefully, this gives you a bit more of an idea of what Automobilista 2 is like. And in my opinion, absolutely fantastic. It really is. Such a great experience. They've really come along leaps and bounds since the initial beta release, the early access beta release. The physics are so much better, the feedback is so much better. There's a heads-up display. Well, the graphics are just the graphics. I mean, they're always going to be good by the looks of this. It does seem to run a lot smoother though. The optimization has been improved even more. Things that are still missing is obviously some kind of replay system, some kind of way to capture this and record it offline once I've done the race. Moving the HUD on screen. It would always be nice to have more cars and tracks, but obviously Reiza are a small developer. They can only get so much in the game and purchase so many licenses. There is so much more content that I've yet to try in this game, so like I said earlier in the video, let me know in the comments what you want to see. Car track combinations. I will be trying a wet race, I will be doing some proper night racing, maybe some Formula 1s, maybe some Enduros. I don't know, let me know. And if you enjoyed this combination, make sure to leave it a like. Leave the video a like, guys. Say hi in the video comments. And to see more, please subscribe and press that notification bell. I've been DDF Racer. Thank you so much for watching.